You ready? Because welcome back to the MattCast podcast. I'm Matty Light, joined by Matty Heavy, and I'm a little drunk already. Um, gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many?
I've had some like 3, 4 finger pulls off my glass of whiskey.
Hmm.
Should be finished with a bottle off this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if you're gonna finish it.
oh, you don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not?
I don't think you're gonna finish it with this one pour. Oh, okay. I thought I would. I thought it would been too full for the glass. Nah, there's still some residual in there. There's nothing in
Not a
there.
drop.
Not a drop.
It's all in the glass.
I thought we were saving this for the Halloween grog.
No, that's the Evan Williams.
We're probably gonna have to do two different grogs. The more I think about it, where we're gonna have to do like one set of flavor and like another even though the flavor is just gonna be alcohol.
Dude, we're just gonna get like a
The
five
only
gallon
the only thing
fucking
I'm thinking about, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about how they have those Gatorade.
yes.
I was thinking about that. The only thing I'm thinking about is because alcohol at the different densities, like we would have to like occasionally stir it.
Yeah.
But that was one of the ones I thought about, like the big Gatorades.
Honestly, I'd go for a Gatorade.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the big containers, and you just
Yeah.
fucking. That's what I was thinking.
It'd be cheaper than a fucking toilet.
Toilet, yeah. How much even are those? Let me just look up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. Look it up while
But yeah,
I
so for
pull up
Halloween,
ESPN.
we're gonna do a big old party. And that kind of leads into the segue that so if we were to, I was talking to you about this earlier with Busting with the Boys. They do like a beer Olympics.
Yeah.
If you had to host a beer Olympics, what three events would you do? And um, how who would your partner be, and how well do you think you would do?
First off, my partner would probably be you.
Yeah, I figured as much. I
Yeah.
just wanted to hear it
So
come from you. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
But that's also a hard decision too. Because if I could pick anybody,
Hmm.
it'd be a hard decision between you and my boy Bev.
Okay.
Because my boy Bev is
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah. Well,
bar drinking like
you gotta
he's
think it like who like if it was like would he come
out here,
to
yeah.
do this? Unless it was like a massive event, like
Yeah,
kind of how
if it
they
was a
do it.
massive event, maybe he would come out here, but like I mean,
Hmm.
um it would definitely be a toss up between you and Bev.
Hmm.
Because I've done some like close to beer.
Your girl, you wouldn't even
I
like
love her to I
if
love her
she
to
was
death.
but like if she wanted to participate, would you yeah, like my buddy Ryan, man, he's a
If I
fucking
didn't mind about winning,
yeah.
if I wasn't so
No,
competitive,
I was thinking about getting like a belt.
yeah, so like if there's a belt or something involved,
Yeah, like,
oh dude, if there's some sort of achievement,
mhm.
yeah, it's just like I'm sorry, babe. Like I gotta go with who I know
Yeah.
can win this shit with me.
Hmm.
I'd be fucking either talking to you or Bev. It would just be like
Yeah.
it'd
So
be
what
yeah.
events? Because I was thinking so there's like beer pong, that's pretty
Flip
classic.
beer pong's a classic, but I
Yeah.
think it's a little bit too long for a beer Olympics.
So I wasn't gonna do like a 6 cup. I was gonna do like a 3 cup, like a very
Okay.
sudden death
Yeah.
type. So
I can
that
give so
maybe like not.
that's where I falter though, is because like sometimes
But you and me, when we get to those, we clutch up, or at
yeah,
least like one of the two of us, like
yeah.
one of us has a
But
really hard.
usually I start hot,
Yeah, and
you
then I
come in the
finish it
middle, and
off.
then we fucking
Yeah,
and then we clutch up right there at the end.
yeah.
And there's usually a lull.
So you don't. So okay, we'll just for your sake take out. So what would your three events be?
So
Because I
flip
know mine.
flip cup,
Yeah.
um beer bong race. So it's a beer bong. It would probably be run down, touch, and then come back.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
because like it's either there's one that's like the spinny bat,
Mm,
beer bong, run down and back, and it's
yeah.
like maybe 10 yards, if that much.
Sure.
Like 10 yards down, 10 yards
Would
back.
that be what? Would that be your first event, or like do it second or
Second,
third?
yeah. I
Just so like
see.
you're already pretty warm,
I put that more in the middle.
Mhm.
Honestly, I put flip cup at the beginning, and then whatever beer cup pong fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, towards the end, because
Hmm.
that's definitely gonna be the longer event. Even if you just do a 3 cup or maybe a 5 cup event, like,
Mm-hmm.
um, honestly, I think 5 cup over three,
Yeah.
because you got the 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I like 5 cup over 10 and 3 cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be a much better, quicker way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there's multiple people that are like, like me, where they start off hot and they come in heavy at
The
the
thing
end.
is, I would definitely tailor the rules. Like whenever, so like if you miss a shot and it rolls back and you get it, I wouldn't do that rule
Yeah,
because that's gonna make the game go
yeah,
longer. Like I would like it would just be straight up like
shot for shot.
shot for shot,
Yeah,
island shots.
I wouldn't even count
You
islands in
wouldn't even
there.
do
No,
islands, really?
no,
Hmm.
not with that look few cups.
Okay, yeah. If you're doing the 5 or 3, then
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense. And then probably no fingering or blowing. Like they
yeah,
make the shot, they make the shot.
yep. There's
Travels, I think I would allow travels.
yeah,
Um, so mine, I would do. Let's just
no
let's
bounce shots,
yeah,
no
yeah,
bounces. Yeah,
yeah. Let's just go back and forth. So that's your first event is the race.
I'd say my first
Oh,
event was
so
flip
you
cup, flip
flip cup.
cup
That's your first.
race, and then beer pong.
Okay. So my first one would be some sort of like gauntlet of like so like first you have to do a shotgun and you like so you have like just a can and a knife.
Yeah,
You have to poke your
you gotta
hole,
poke
crack
it.
it,
Yeah,
and then like you have to like run down like 5-ish feet,
yeah,
shoey, run down, and then either like a big boot or like a big, and you have to like chug it.
yeah,
So you have to like drink three, like so 3 big ones. You have to kind
yeah.
of do like bump, bump,
Honestly, that's pretty good.
yeah, that would
Yeah,
be especially so like it's kind of like I mean you can even kind of plan it out too where like maybe it's like a 4 event thing
yeah,
and you have to like buddy it you have to like
hmm,
run like kind of like a relay
yeah.
you run he like here you go like something like
Yeah,
that I
so
don't know
like
I don't
I
know the
do the
logistics
shotgun, run down to you. You
yeah
do a shotgun, you run down, do a shoey, run
yeah
down, do a shoe. I have to do a shoey.
I would probably maybe do um like I would probably put in Polish horseshoes because I really like
Oh,
that
dude,
game.
Polish horseshoes.
I really
That's
like
if
that
there's like
game.
no super long time limit and we had like multiple days.
I would say like first to five. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
First to five on Polish horseshoes.
yeah.
Um,
That could be pretty quick though. You get a fucking bottle and
that's what I'm saying, dude.
yeah,
You gotta fucking
you
so
gotta lock in
yeah.
quick.
I would say like frisbees
I'd
one,
say
bottles
12
two. Well,
because it's not 21.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay, 12, and then third one. Hmm, maybe beer pong. Yeah,
yeah. Do my 5 or 3.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if it's like the last event, I would probably do five.
yeah.
That'd
And
be
like honestly, what I'd like to really have is a good solid day of day drinking
100%.
and beer pong
Yeah, 100%.
with like full 10 cups
Yeah.
tournament style.
Hmm.
Like I
Especially
want
if
to
we
say
get like the
32 team,
legit
but like
table.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, not definitely not
yeah.
32 team.
But
So
like
like if I had to name, I'm just gonna do first names. And this is like if I had to do like a dream. So like we get Tom and Tom and Pat. That's
yeah.
my team. Which I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's a
that's
pretty solid
solid.
team.
Yeah,
You get Connor and these. No one knows who the fuck these people are. By
yeah.
the way. Connor and somebody. I don't know who that other person would be for him. Maybe he gets like CJ, do like a little brother
Ooh, Connor
combo.
CJ.
Connor CJ. I feel like
Honestly, pretty. Yeah,
CJ pulls that.
CJ's a heavy on that team.
Yeah, 100%.
No offense to Connor on that one, but like
No, I think
I
just
just see CJ being a heavy on that one.
yeah, I definitely see him being the anchor. Aaron and TJ. I think that'd be a
Oh
good team.
yes,
Even though, like, I feel like they would be the team that like
they're
is
sleeper.
loud.
They're sleeper.
No, so here's the thing. I see
I
where
feel
you
like
come at.
TJ.
I see where you come at with that, but I feel like they'd be loud, but not super competitive. And as soon as they lose the first event, they're just there to get drunk. You know what I mean? You going back out? Yeah, I've got like 8 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
shoot.
No,
I gotta
honestly, like
and then you and me, and then I feel like
Aaron's
that
a
would be
sleeper like beer bong player. Honestly,
yeah, yeah.
I've had him as
Like,
like one
yeah, all right,
teammate.
I'm convinced. Let's do this.
Dude,
Yeah,
yes.
let's go.
Twist my arm.
2025, dude. 2025. I'll fucking dude. I will go in on a belt or like something,
Dude, yes.
like a fucking like a tag team.
Well, like if we were gonna belt for our New Year's parties, our names would be at the first three.
Oh, 100%,
Hundred
dude. Yeah,
percent. Yeah, we
especially
ran
last
the
year. Last year we went undefeated,
dude
dog.
undefeated.
Undefeated,
I
dude.
think
Fucking
year prior to that we lost one,
um.
and it was like an early loss. It was
Especially
definitely
like
yeah,
when like neither one of us are like warm, then
yeah,
because like once you get those booze in you, then
yeah.
you start
But yeah,
going.
we had an early loss
Mm.
that first round, but then after that, it was just like we came back.
I remember there was one where like something happened and you're like, hey man, just play one more game. I was like, dude, we've been playing 4 games straight. I want to just drink for a
Yeah,
minute. Like I'm so fucking.
maybe that was last year.
No, it wasn't last year. I remember last
Maybe it
year.
was the
It was the
Aaron
year
Train
before.
was there
Yeah. Oh, dude. Imagine
because like,
Trey. Imagine Trey was at
dude,
the.
Trey was honestly, I love Trey to death. He was pretty ass though at beer pong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He's not. Here's the thing. If I was to bring him out for beer Olympics, I don't imagine him doing well at all.
no.
Like I would imagine him maybe being like a ref or something.
I honestly seen
But
Trey and Josh
oh, dude,
being on a team, even though they fight the whole
dude,
time.
they would be like. So if there was like a seed, they would be the last seed.
Oh yeah,
Like you and me would be one, and they would be like whatever seed
yeah.
you would have.
I mean, we have the record to follow it too.
Yeah.
Like we've had 2 losses.
Yeah. Here, we might need to here.
Like we've had a pretty solid run in beer pong. Like it
Here.
is
Trying to sunlight.
it is almost to the point where I'm sitting there like if my boy Bev was not such an alcoholic,
Mm-hmm.
like you like still stuck in like the party days, like from when I was, I would pick you over him. It's damn near
But
close to
you
the
gotta
run.
think like that guy. Think he's the type of guy that when like NFL gets done, he goes to Canada. He plays in
Yeah,
the Canada
that's
football
that's pretty
league.
much what he
Like
does. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's good analogy for
yeah,
him. Yeah,
right there. Yeah,
it's just like once the football season's done, it's like I'm gonna go to Canada League.
yeah. Do
Yeah,
that for a little bit.
yeah,
Um,
stay on my skills.
so
Yeah,
let's transition that until I ask for you want to go NFL,
let's go UFC.
college.
Talk about UFC
Can you pull it
because
up?
I need to take a leak, and
Okay.
I feel like this is a perfect time for you to bring up UFC.
So
And
I can ramble on while
yeah,
you're pissing.
exactly. Because it was I saw some clips.
It was a good, whenever they do fights at Salt Lake, the Salt Lake fans, that's even crazier. Is I can't imagine they're drinking a whole lot of booze because it's in Utah, and I
Yeah,
don't know what their laws are, but I know after a certain time they don't sell booze anymore unless I don't know
it's
any
like 10
stadium,
p.m.
and that's I don't know maybe the stadium's different. Um, but the fans, they don't fucking boo when they're very yeah, that's the one right there. They say they're intelligent fans. I wouldn't go that far, but like, they have a good time, man. I don't know
I'll
why
put
the
it.
fuck they keep going
Should I
to.
do early pre? Oh no, here it is. So
So yeah, this is the prelims right here. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I whoa, did fucking huh. Anywho, the first fight I watched of the night, like I actually sat down and watched, was Stephen Thompson and Joaquin Buckley, which sucked because I like both those fighters. I really didn't want to see them fight. Especially like Stephen. To me, I thought he was winning. If he would have taken it to decision, which he was close to taking it to decision, third round. And then Joaquin fucking and the way that he fucking dropped Wonder Boy like that, and I mean Wonder Boy. The thing that sucks, he's so old. I think this was his last good like title push. I don't know where the fuck he goes from here. He didn't retire, which I'm really glad about. But you can only really imagine that guy. How many fights could he do left? And maybe he doesn't want to do any more competitive fights. He just wants to do fun fights where he's not going to get wrestled and fucking just beat up on the ground. So, but I mean that's a big win for fucking Buckley, and I mean he looked good, taking a lot of fucking Stevens fucking karate style damage. So, um, yeah, I don't know what else to say from that. I thought it was fucking ashamed to see them as a prelim and not on the actual main card, but like whatever. Um, And then yeah, Kayla Harrison, fucking like the first real fight that she had in the UFC. She's fighting the number. I think she was the number two, and she was the number three. Um, and uh, yeah, I
Don't
mean,
laugh at me.
I didn't say anything. I literally didn't say anything. Um, but yeah, Kayla Harrison, fucking, she's got to be for the title, which sucks for Pennington, but we'll get there. Roman Dolidze, so that one was like a fucking fluke because they're in a wrestling thing. Kevin Holland tried to do some explosive movement, and either I don't know if they've confirmed that he broke a rib or something with the ligament in the rib
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck, or the cartilage in the rib. I'm not a doctor, but
fairly certain there's no cartilage in the rib, but
whatever fucking like thing in the rib. They
he
thought he
cracked a
broke
rib.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
And so uh it's technically a TKO. I don't know if it was a doctor stoppage because and it wasn't anyway. But yeah, Kevin, which that sucked because I would like to see that fight actually go all three
yeah.
rounds and stay competitive. But you know, Kevin Holland was in good spirits about it. There's people who were like DMing him, like,
Mhm.
bro, and he goes, "Hey man, sorry if
I'm sorry, your dog just hit her head against the wall.
oh really? Do you think they saw it in the camera or oh okay.
Well, they might have. Your arm kind of covered up a little bit,
Oh, it's just
but
enough to
Jules
see it
definitely
like
went. Oh,
oh kiddo. Here.
you got brain damage.
Anyway, yeah, fucking Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. Um, Click on that one. I want to see the stats for it because it should do. Yeah, so scroll down. Yeah, they're giving him like 7 minutes worth of control. I don't remember like unless they're counting the cage time, but
Kind
I
of
don't
like what we're
know.
talking about during the live stream, which you guys
Yeah.
should tune in for the live streams. They will be streamed before the actual podcast,
Mm.
typically on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. Right now, during football season.
I think for some of these, for like going forward, 'cause I think we have a lot of good conversations during those. And I mean, if we just make clips of those and just
Yeah,
insert them either as their own episode or something, just so
yeah,
like people can still see it on YouTube if they can't catch the live
yeah,
stream. Because I think there's some. I mean, they don't even have to get like the context like
yeah,
of the video or the post that we're doing, but just the conversation that we have
yeah.
about it. Like
And
the Ocho
that's
Cinco James Harrison
yeah.
one. I thought that was a good enough one that you
Honestly, that
get
was
the
what I was gonna
clip.
go into next.
Yeah. Okay.
Was Ocho? Yeah,
And then yeah, so that was a fucking, a rough decision, followed up by even fucking worse decision for Pennington and Juliana Pena. Um, I mean, girl fights usually go to decision.
yeah.
But fucking yeah, I thought Raquel Pennington won first round, which I think people could debate, but for me, thanks, Jules. Um,
Bonking your head, and then this next. Thanks, Matt,
um,
for just staring
Anyway,
right in
like
the
I
dark
said in the
light.
stream, I thought she won 1, 4, and 5. Yeah, and I thought it was tied 2-2 going in that fifth round, and I definitely thought that Pennington was doing more to retain the title. And I'm kind of the old school camp where I think you need to like beat the champion to take their belt,
Yeah,
and especially if you drag them to a decision. And I didn't think, dude, I really don't like Juliana. Just like how she talks and stuff like that. Like during her press, like her in cage interview after the fight, she's fucking calling out Amanda Nunes, who's retired, and she's like, "Oh, she needs to stop ducking me, stop running, and come fight the real fight. It's gonna be the most watched women's fight of all time." It's like, no, it's not. Last time you got fucking beat from pillar to post. The first time, honestly, it was just fucking like I don't call it lucky, but like you executed your game plan and it worked. And Amanda she's not gonna let that shit happen
yeah,
you know. So I don't know, and she's just clearly ducking fucking Kayla Harrison, who is
yeah,
obviously next. So who knows? Especially when you look at the comparison for how Kayla Harrison is built versus like either one of the two, like Pennington and fucking Pena. Harrison's gonna she's gonna beat the brakes off of either one of the
yeah.
two who's gonna be in there. And then she's probably gonna move up and do double champ status for the women's flyweight because there's fucking nobody in there
Yeah.
either. So yeah. Anyway, after that, fucking, we got the greatest fight of the night. Fucking Pereira and Khalil Roundtree, and fucking,
Dude, wild, like, even from the clips, like, everything was wild as shit.
and the thing is too is like Khalil was doing his best to like engage,
Yeah.
and fucking like you couldn't tell in the fight until like you saw slow mos, but the head work of Pereira just slightly getting out of range,
Yeah.
and I mean, but I had it fucking the first, maybe the first 2 rounds. And that's the thing too. Like they're fighting in elevation, not
Yeah.
as high as like Mexico City or
Or Colorado. Yeah.
Colorado, but still fucking high elevation.
3,000, 4,000 feet, you'll feel it though.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the fucking output they're doing, and that was just in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Fucking a total strikes of 211 193, I think, and fucking Khalil had a fucking pace. And I mean, it was a 3 round fight, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming, like, so imagine this wasn't a title fight. Obviously, it wouldn't be a 5 round fight.
That big of a,
But, like,
yeah.
um, no, I'm not even saying, like, be that big of a deal. Like, because I think if those two, if it was a title fight, they still would have fought the same
Yeah.
style because they're both, like, Khalil's a Muay Thai guy and Pereira's a kickboxer. So I knew it was going to be this fucking back and forth, striking
Mhm.
exchange. But like Herrera took him into deep waters into the fourth round, and he just fucking just started
Yeah.
teeing off on him and fucking. I mean, if you saw in our stream that we had some clips of Khalil, and man, he was beat. He was beat up, man. So it
Beat up.
sucks.
Holy shit. Like, X across the nose.
Yeah,
Deep ass
deep cut
cut.
above the eye, a cut under the
Yeah.
eye.
Bleeding under.
Dude, his so you see in the photo he's wearing white shorts. They were fucking pink in the front afterwards. Um,
Damn.
yeah. Fucking Daniel Cormier had fucking his blood squirt on his phone from like he was sitting outside the ring.
Yeah.
Great fight, and I think Khalil stock only goes up from here. He's gonna fight another top 5 guy. I think he's
Yeah.
ranked 8 or 9. With a loss like this, yeah, you still are in the
You
fucking
lost to the
top.
champ, but
You
like
lost
you
to the
you
champ, and
went 4 rounds with the champ though.
which is more than what fucking Jamal Hill can
Yeah.
say, or fucking I think Yuri was round two
There
or
is one that I
three.
put in there where like
He's young,
Pereira, yeah,
yeah.
and he was like,
Which, dude,
I was like, did
I
he just
really
wake up from the fight?
I really like Jamal, but he keeps doing this fucking like dumb shit where he's fucking like, and dude, I get it, you want to talk shit, but here's the thing,
Yeah,
he knocked you out, and like I don't like that he's going around saying like, oh, it was unfair because like when you see the video, he stops. And that he, gets in my range, and I wouldn't let that happen. It's like, okay, but you touch gloves to let him know, like, hey,
yeah,
fights back on, and like you need to get
yeah,
your range back. And I mean, like you're already up against the fence, so you know. Anyway, the fucking old fight. But anyway, like Pereira, I mean, and then I guess the other big news is basically the guy that Pereira lost to in either kickboxing or like basically his nemesis
hmm
just got signed to the UFC through the Contender Series. So what they'll probably do is probably do the same thing to that guy, give
yeah,
him a fucking fast track to a title shot, maybe because I think Pereira did it in 3, so I'm
yeah,
assuming they'll probably do the same thing for this guy
hmm
going forward. So I don't know. It's interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think once Khalil heals up, I would take maybe 6 months
yeah,
to a year off and fucking fight a top 5 guy. Like fight a Yuri, fight a Jamal. Like
hmm
both of those guys, I think those are both maybe fight a Rackage. Like those are both, or all 3 of those are going to be fights that are going to be good for him to
yeah,
come back to.
and
So
like Pereira after 300, like
300,
yeah,
and then he did 303, and then 307.
yeah, like
And I mean, he didn't really take a whole lot of damage
no,
that he could potentially
he didn't
fight
take a
at the
lot
end of
of
the
damage on
year.
any of them. It's just
Yeah.
like yeah,
Now I hope Pereira does, take the rest of the year off, man.
take
You
a little
earned
bit.
it.
I'd say
but like he's been
7 to
shaving
8
cards.
months.
This guy, I mean, he's fighter of the year.
Yeah.
It's like who else can you fucking pick besides
Oh
him?
yeah, 3 solid ass fucking
And they're all
fights.
they're all finishes with
Yeah.
a KO. Like so, yeah, it was a great card. The thing is, it's like another thing that they always complain about the judges, but they pick the same fucking judges. It's like Sal Giamano and
Yeah.
fucking like it's usually like the same 3 or 4 goons or fucking like there's gotta be, and we're always complaining about it. Like, how's there not a way to fix this?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, and I'm not the guy to fucking come up with a solution. I'm currently the guy that's
Yeah.
talking about the problem.
Just complaining about it, but
Because
doesn't.
you know, I don't know the ins and outs of athletic
Yeah.
commissions and shit like that, but
Oh, it's definitely a whole like damn near science too.
yeah, I
Like
mean, it's not a great system because they adopted it from boxing,
yeah,
and it's hard to compare boxing to MMA.
yeah.
So
Because there's so many things to take into consideration. Like
and they're changing the rules again, and that
yeah.
starts November 7th, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, a lot of new rules.
So speaking of like late year,
Mhm.
apparently the Logan Paul and
Jake Paul and
Mike Tyson fight is
Yeah.
supposed to be happening in December. Do you think it will actually happen this time, or
I don't know.
is Mike Tyson going to try and get some money out of it?
So,
Like
like, it's the thing. Like, I don't think Mike Tyson's ducking him. Like, I think he is just getting too old, and
Yeah.
I think going like your body. And I don't know because he looks in shape in the videos that
Yeah.
he posts. You know, he looks good in it, but they're also clips. It's
Yeah.
not like
they're not the full length training.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I do believe that Mike Tyson connects with Jake Paul. Jake Paul could go to sleep.
Yeah. The
I
first
don't
three
know.
rounds, I honestly can see going to Mike Tyson. As long as he's playing Mike, like maybe even
hard.
like
It's so hard because I mean Jake. I don't know if
I don't know their cardio. I don't know their
because I mean here's the thing. Like Jake Paul fights a bunch of bums,
yeah.
so he looks good. But I mean once he fought fucking sorry.
No, you're good.
There's just some MMA news I thought would have been worth noting, but it's not. But anyway, man, I don't know. And that's the thing too. Like, I think Jake Paul is smart, and whoever his manager is also very smart to get him people that he can
That
fight,
have the
and
name, that have the name
and
to
that
get
he
in
can
the
obviously
yeah.
win too.
Yeah.
Like
that have the name to it, but like he can obviously win.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. Except for Tyson Fury or not Tyson Fury. Fuck, who was it? Tommy Fury, I believe he fought and he lost.
Yeah.
But what you pulling up?
The James Harrison,
Yeah.
Ocho Cinco. What?
I don't know. Bad yeah. Why is it dark as hell on here?
Bro, you about to break another chair. But yeah, so like one big thing, and what I'm gonna search for in our memes, just because like it is that big of a fucking deal to kind of talk about, is the Mike, or I almost damn near say Mike Tyson. But James Harrison Ocho Cinco MMA fight.
Man, I really don't know. Even like,
honestly, you know what? I'm not even gonna look at Instagram.
It might be easier if you just Google it. Just Google James Harrison Ocho Cinco. I bet as soon as you type in James Harrison, it's gonna pull up. Versus Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
James Harrison Salon. That's an interesting one.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up so that they can see it too.
Okay. So fucking.
This is off the CW.
CNN, Bleacher.
He's been talking a lot about how he was going to put hands on you, and I want you to watch a little bit of your interaction because he calls it asserting dominance.
Asserting dominance.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yes. He's been talking a lot about how he was going to put hands on you, and I want you to watch a little bit of your interaction because he calls it asserting dominance.
One of the devious.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna kill your ass. I'm gonna kill your ass, man. I'm gonna kill your ass.
Yeah. He's taller than Ocho Cinco, too. Taller and bigger.
That was 14 karat gold. Huh? Yeah, you see that? You saw that?
Hey, why your lips shaking like that? Yo, cuz, back up, cuz.
Yo, he giving the put? Did you see how much Ocho Cinco moved compared to James?
How scared
Yo, I don't even remember myself being that nice. Why was I being that nice?
Hello? You know why you being that? Because you were intimidated and you were scared.
Hello?
That's why you were so nice.
Was they already started to find me by then?
Yeah, we had already started getting fined by that point.
That's what it was.
No.
That's what it was.
No, that's not what it was.
Yeah, otherwise, I'd have tried to put him to sleep.
Listen, if anybody's going to sleep, it would be you. You lucky I didn't play in the damn trenches.
Hey, man, if you would have played in the trenches, man, anywhere in the trenches, we would have had like way more fun than we did.
Yeah, we would have had way more fun, but we can settle this off the field. Let's me and you have an exhibition fight.
Let's do it. MMA.
MMA, okay, no gloves in the octagon. The weight don't matter. I don't care how
No gloves,
big.
octagon?
Weight don't matter. That's what he just said. He said weight don't matter.
No.
That was the last thing he said. He said weight don't matter.
Now, we're going to go to YouTube. What we just looked at earlier. During a live stream.
I can't fucking believe he said that the weight don't matter.
James Harrison workouts. All right. This is just off the clips. Like, these are the shorts, right? So, mind you, he's benching 4 plates here. Easy, too. Like, we already looked. And this is neutral grip, close grip bench. Oh, my God.
Yeah, so fucking Chad Johnson, 6'1", 192, James Harrison.
And this is like
6 foot, 243 pounds. Dude.
Intensive off-season workouts. This is James Harrison intensive off-season workouts.
Shout out to the
Football League. His career already includes 2 Super Bowl wins.
Gonna be picked off, James Harrison. He's running up the sideline. And that's a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
Honestly,
several
that's
team
what I
records.
assumed you were feeling
And it
like.
looks like Harrison with the sack, all-time Steeler record.
While most players.
All right, so they showed it earlier.
The 39-year-old is also
Steeler record.
So right there, that is 7 plates each side that he's hip thrusting. We saw this on the live stream. Again, watch the live stream. 7 plates, close to 45-pound bar. That is 675 pounds. And the only reason why he stopped is because the weight were falling off.
Yeah, because there's no clips. You can't fit a clip on
You
there.
can't fit a clip on that shit. And he was moving. He was locking out that shit. He was hitting that pause at the top and holding it for like a solid second and a half.
The bar is bending too.
Like, it is a wild, like, if you have the chance to watch this on your own, watch that clip of James Harrison hitting the hip thrust. It is wild.
The 39-year-old is also known for posting
That is
his
4 plates and he's doing dips.
workouts on Instagram.
Oh my god, dude! I would think it'd be more
4
fair.
plates doing dips.
I would think it'd be more fair if James Harrison called out like Aaron Donald or
Yes.
something like that. I think those two are
Yeah.
very similar in size and weight. And
Aaron
Ocho
Donald might be a bit
Cinco
taller,
can go
but, like-
fight, like maybe not Antonio Brown. Fucking who's another like skinny wide receiver who's retired? That maybe who's
Ooh, fucking Cruz with the Giants.
Oh shit! That's fucking yeah.
That's like
Yeah, that's a pull.
yeah, it
I
is
was
mythical
like-
pull.
Goddamn, what the fuck?
Cruz was definitely built though back in the day.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was his first name?
Not Nelson Cruz. Fuck, what was his name? I'm gonna Google it.
You're about to Google it.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, while he's googling that shit, like
He's
James
also
Harrison
known for
workouts.
posting his intense workouts on Instagram.
Bro, like, look at this shit. He is this big.
Yeah, and moving like
doing
that.
Those abs.
Yeah, I know
Victor Cruz. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because it was used to hit those fucking
6 foot. Yeah, no, that'd be a way better fight for Ocho.
Victor Cruz usually hit that fucking.
I don't think that fight actually goes down.
Oh, like if it does,
Eileen's gonna go down.
So like this is what I said to you, like in our DMs. Like this is between you and me. Like James Harrison early rounds, if he gets a hold of him, I am scared for Ocho Cinco.
They're saying it's a 5-round fight though, and it's the thing is, it's even like so. If Chad Johnson would have told, like, if it was Chad Johnson going like, "Oh, we're doing MMA," then I would think like, "Oh, okay, something is, Chad Johnson knows something." But James Harrison was like, "No, MMA." So I think what he's gonna want to do is just grab him, hold him down, and just fucking beat the shit.
Pound and ground, yeah. He's gonna get that full mount. It's just like but we did look at Chad Johnson boxing.
Which,
so just so that we're like, shout out to Chiseled Adonis. Because we're about to watch his fucking
like you did your ex-wife.
Like, that bitch had it coming.
Chad Johnson definitely has some fucking fast hands.
Round 1. Fight.
Chad Johnson is the one with black shorts.
You missed me. Come here.
And that would pretty much do it for the first round. There was no knockdowns, but I would say Chad Johnson dominated.
Like,
Chad ain't played football in 10 years and still got motherfuckers backpedaling.
What I'm looking at is that like
his size.
Yeah, so like it is his size.
Yeah.
But it's just like if Chad Johnson can keep him at distance and use his hands.
What's the reach between the two of those guys? It can't be that far off.
Well, Chad Johnson's definitely shorter than
Chad Johnson's 6'1", James Harrison's 6 foot.
No shit.
That's what Google said.
In that clip,
that's what Google said.
In that clip that we showed earlier, James Harrison's definitely taller than.
But I mean, maybe like a helmet, size difference.
Maybe,
Dude,
maybe.
You know what's crazy? Fucking. So we talked about Connor earlier today. I'm watching a game with him, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you got like any like you like helmets and stuff like that?" And I thought he meant like the logos of helmets. I was like, "Yeah, they're okay." I kind of figured it was like I like the Bengals because it's a stripes type of conversation. So I was like, and he goes, "Yeah, man, I really like the Radio X14s." I'm like, dude, no, I don't fucking watch it.
Yeah,
like,
what
are you wearing, dog? He's like, I'm never gonna wear it. So like, whenever he was asking me, I was like, no.
I remember wearing the Rendell fucking 10s or whatever.
Yeah, the Rendell, and I was just like, dude, I don't pay that close to attention to the game.
Honestly, the one helmet I wore playing high school football was like early 2000s quarterback helmet. Like if if you know what that looks like, that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, but he was like, yeah, man, like this is the model that I'm like in right now. I'm just like, oh, I didn't.
It was like I didn't know you were playing, semi-league football over here.
Dude, you know how like they give you the option to like update your helmet in NCAA or like.
I don't do that shit.
I don't either. I do the.
They were the classics. Yeah, the face mask's about the only one that I do.
But like the fucking I was like, oh my god, that's who they made it. Yeah, those guys right there. I would have never guessed.
When I was doing college football 25, I'm gonna pull up the fucking person if I can find the mouse. Up there it is. This dude. All right. I'm gonna pull it up just for everybody. The fucking
yeah. About him.
This was the face mask I was looking for when I played linebacker on my fucking college football 25. I was looking for that shit, trying to get the rolled up fucking jersey just like that. I'm like, dude, I want to be standing there, just menacingly, just like
Dun, 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 dun,
Like, I want you to be scared, just scared, like, looking at me. Like, bro, honestly, if I was lined up against him, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
No matter how much conditioning, again, where the fuck is my mouse? No matter how much conditioning, no matter how much off-season weight training I had, I'd be looking at him like, nah, anywhere he's at, I'm running to the opposite side of the field. It doesn't matter.
Matt, you missed your assignment. Fuck yeah, I did.
It's like, do you see him?
You get out there. Give me the fucking clipboard, bitch.
It's like, you can take my pads, you can take my helmet. You line up against him. Fuck that dude.
All right, let's move into college football. I gotta cook dinner.
Oh, dude, fucking college football. Again, where the fuck? Oh, there it is.
Where the fuck is it?
But yeah, it's just like, again, like, I'm scared for Ocho Cinco in those early rounds, but I'm scared about James Harrison's cardio. So there is enough.
I'm not worried about James Harrison.
If there is enough time for him, oh shit, I just clicked NFL. If there is enough time, which we found out it is, it's supposed to be just before the Super Bowl, which is in February.
In New Orleans too, so it's
yeah.
sea level.
Like, I am not super scared for James Harrison's cardio. Like, he has enough time. He's definitely sitting there like, MMA, let's do it. And I'm just like,
so I'm willing to
yeah,
maybe he still trains. You know, he probably does something.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
I
James,
can't imagine that guy just sitting around the couch. You know
no,
what I mean?
James, like, in watching the stream, I paid attention to James Harrison eyes. Like, yo, look at him.
He looks he's like
locked in.
He looks like I'll go right now.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
a lot of crazy upsets.
Oh,
a lot
Michigan
of great games in general. Like, I think we said it on the stream that UNLV's probably going to lose because they lost their quarterback due to the whole NIL deal situation.
And then they ended up losing
sucks.
to Syracuse,
And
UNLV. But it was also a close game, though, too.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Like 44-41. Like,
but not, they lose their ranking. You know, it sucks. And you know, you did it
now,
to yourself because you lied to your quarterback.
A game that I will definitely apologize for saying it's a sleeper game from last week's episode, Alabama Vanderbilt.
I think,
yeah, I definitely said don't watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
I'm apologize directly.
Vanderbilt, the whole state of Tennessee.
Yeah, to the whole state of Tennessee. Like, I might as well just, like, I'm taking my hat off. Like, I apologize very deeply from the bottom of my heart. Let me tell you what, though, that was a game to fucking watch, because I even texted you, and it was during the Nebraska game. And I texted you.
It wasn't like the entirety of the Nebraska game,
but it was like towards the end.
Yeah, we were definitely. So, like, the thing is too. So I watched it at my mom's place, right? And her husband was like, because I kept talking about it, you want to turn that game on instead? And I was like, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
You know, because Nebraska was only up by 2 scores.
Yeah.
And that can go away real quick.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's not what I'm saying. But game
but if there's a game you want to watch, I mean, I'm saying, like, you know, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so, like, while I was waiting for the Iowa State game, we were watching that shit. Yeah. I was just like, we're all sitting there like, yo, what?
Towards the end, I was really thinking, I was like, you know,
Vanderbilt started pulling away, and then, like, Alabama had one good drive, got it back close.
Yeah.
And that's where they scored their 7 points in the fourth quarter. And I was like,
when I saw them score the 7 points in the fourth quarter, and I was like, oh shit,
like comeback, like Alabama's going to do the same shit they did to Georgia, where, like, they're going to come back. Whatever his name, Wilson, the 17-year-old kid, they're going to do some wild ass shit down the field, but they did absolutely nothing after that. Like, after that final drive of Alabama, I was just like, oh shit, and then Vandy just stormed down the field. I'm like, that's a game.
A game that gave me kind of hope at first was Iowa and Ohio State. Because at half, when Iowa just told them the 7 points, I was sitting there like, Nebraska can do that.
Yeah.
And then I went to the halftime. I think Nebraska started around then.
Yeah.
And I checked back in. And I was like,
as I was.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm still gonna root for the Huskers to beat Ohio State. I have it as upset alert. But as soon as I saw Iowa kind of pulled away, and I
Yeah.
mean, the thing, Iowa doesn't have the offense
that Ohio State does.
No.
But their defense, phenomenal.
Yeah. And I think at first kept them in the game, and then they're just like,
Yeah.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah. I'm tired, boss.
Arkansas upset Tennessee.
So my boy from the Army was at that game. He said that was wild to storm the field with Arkansas. I also joked with him too when I was on the phone with him today.
Was
he was like,
was he an Arkansas fan?
no, he's an Alabama fan. And so like I was joking with him like, dude, that would have been wild to be at the Vandy Alabama game. And he was like, no, I'm an Alabama fan. I hated that shit. But he said, dude, he got a black eye storming the field.
Someone like elbow him on accident?
Probably, yeah, something like that. Yeah. But he said like he stormed the field with him too and everything like that. Like got a black eye, went all buck wild with him. I'm like, yo, it's a full on mosh pit down there. So like storming the field, be careful. Watch your face.
Alabama or Auburn and Georgia. I think we'll get into like for next week.
Yeah.
I have a
Opinions.
bone to pick with the AP poll.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I do too a little bit.
Miami, dude, they keep fucking
They keep on sneaking away with the win. Yeah.
And I'm really,
I'm curious.
How much longer can you
How long till you play an actual team?
And because I mean, fucking Virginia Tech.
Yeah. But they're also
for their money.
they're in the ACC and they're playing this bad.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're just squeaking by in the ACC.
I think the rest of their games, I think they're unranked teams. If I remember looking at it correctly, and they're on a bye this week. If I remember correctly too. So maybe the coach is like, "All right, guys, we need to
we need to figure the fuck out.
We can't just keep doing this in the fourth quarter. We can't just keep dropping 21 points."
Texas A&M beat Missouri.
Beat the dog piss out of.
Now I do remember saying this is a potential game to watch.
Yeah.
Washington beat Michigan.
This is I think I said that like.
I thought,
I
can't remember if I said it to you on the stream.
You definitely did, yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I couldn't imagine because I thought about it today, but I think what I said on the stream was that like, they lost.
Yeah.
And I think for me, if I'm looking at as another team, that's fucking blood and water. And I think other people took it as Michigan's like, hey man, we almost lost this game. We need to circle up and do better this next week. I thought it was like, oh shit, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose because the way they finished out the last game was awful last week. And I mean, it shows that they went from Washington. Yeah.
And then speaking of, who Michigan played last week, Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah. Minnesota's gonna be like, we're on a revenge streak right now, and like, I've always talked my shit on Minnesota. I definitely said it was not a game to watch. I apologize again to all the people in Minnesota. This was definitely a game to watch. I am so sorry.
Well, you guys playing? No, you guys are playing UCF, right?
No, we're playing West Virginia now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Isn't it after that you're doing UCF?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Clemson, Florida State. I called that one straight. Baylor against Iowa State.
Yeah, I mean,
they like
first half.
What we talked about earlier this week when I came home after my family emergency shit. We played 3/4 of offense that game, which is way better than what we've done for previous games. And so like I'm sitting there
looking at it too. They played the probably the best 3 quarters. 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Because if it was 1, 2, and 3, that leaves.
Yeah. And like we also had the opportunity. So like if you are looking at the box scores, Iowa State had 3, 16, 14, and 10. We should have had 6 in the first quarter. No, we went for it on 4th and 2 in the red zone. And I was sitting there with my family, and we're all Iowa State fans. I'm like, I even said like, this is a bad call.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like
early in the game,
like just take the field goal. Just take the field goal, get the points. Like it is early in the game. This is not a situation where you need to be risking it. Now, if it's a second half, you're 4th and 2, down by a touchdown, down by 10, or down by whatever. Like if you're losing in the second half, yeah, you do that shit. 4th and 2 in the red zone. Yeah, I'm taking that shit. But also they know that shit too. But like, I'm just taking the easy points right there. So it easily could have been 46 to fucking 21 at the end of the game. And it would have been a much, like, for me as a Cyclones fan, like, I would have been, like, much happier with a 7-6 going in the second quarter. And then, like, we scored our last 16 in, like, the middle half of the second quarter because we had the block punt taken back for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, your guys' defense definitely.
Yes. And, like, it just goes to continue to say our defense is solid.
You don't need to worry about the defense. Even with you guys, what you guys have two, like your linebackers are out, like
Yeah.
two star linebackers
Yeah.
out, or something like that.
And it was like they were talking about at the beginning of the season against Iowa. They're like they have the deepest linebacker core I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like 12 people for linebackers, and like Matt Campbell had apparently been said like any one of them could be starters.
Yeah.
It was very hard to pick
Do you
starters.
With that, if they're going to be one playing time, that they're going to transfer out, or especially looking for NIL deals out.
Potentially,
especially
I could definitely see next year we have 8 deep linebackers, maybe with a few.
So that would be my question because you watch, and so something that I like about Matt Rule is he cycles a ton of the players in and out.
Yeah.
So like everyone gets a good rep.
Oh, so like our defense definitely does switch out. That's why like I'm so glad that we have such a solid defense is that we're able to
So you guys
when people are getting tired, oh yeah,
Yeah.
we can cycle them out and they're still solid. There was one play that Baylor had an easy touchdown on. I think it was the third quarter touchdown that they had. That I'm sitting there like, yo, that was a blown coverage.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like he was definitely locked in on the receiver coming underneath, but did not see the tight end go over and over top. Yeah, and it was just like that is a blown coverage 100% of the time. Actually, no, no, I'm wrong. So he got locked. He was watching the fucking receiver come in, got locked in on a tight end coming cross, and that wide receiver did a double take or a double move.
Yeah.
He was like coming in, then crossed out. So like when he got locked in here, that receiver came right around the back. Yeah. Boise State, Utah.
So do you think that running back they got right there is Heisman? At least conversation, maybe a little too early. Like winner, but at least conversation.
Conversation. I'd say top 3.
Because like what we talked about on the stream,
Yeah.
9 carries, 1,000 yards,
1,000 yards of
16
rushing.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
In game.
But also, what conference are they in? Mountain West.
But I mean, they're ranked. And I mean the teams that they're. I mean,
I honestly say Boise State is underranked for what they're playing at right now.
17.
And they're in the Mountain West.
And
so
they only lost to Oregon. Problem is, I mean, so like,
we could talk what ifs all day.
Yeah. SMU beat Louisville.
Solid game.
Yeah.
I definitely again, all SMU fans, I apologize.
Indiana and Northwestern.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I mean, Northwestern kept it competitive, kind of, up until the fourth quarter, where Indiana scored 17 on you. But I mean, there was hope up until the fourth quarter, and then, yeah. Then I mean, we could talk about Nebraska Rutgers.
Yeah.
You don't have to pull it.
You don't pull it up. So I will say, like, the weather was a real factor. The wind was just fucking crazy. We came away with the W. We locked down because what I said and that's what everyone kept talking about was their running back. And their running back did fuck all except for really their first drive. They really kind of moved from the first. But after that, they forced Rutgers to do pass. And like I can't remember like his, but he was awful in the passing game. Which I mean, a part of it was the wind.
Yeah.
But also fucking the Husker defense.
I mean, like also knowing the weather too is a huge factor.
So the thing is the wind changed. It was originally going south to north, and then it changed from north to south. And the winds apparently were really fucking up, especially with Dylan Raiola.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why it was like a low-scoring game, is because most of the time Nebraska was running it.
Yeah.
And a lot of 3 and outs. But we came away with the dub.
So
we're on bye week.
Playing the what if game.
Yeah, sure.
If there was no wind, how high do you think that game would have scored?
21-10, maybe.
I was honestly going to lean more towards 28-14.
Maybe.
Because Dylan Raiola is
The
pretty.
thing is, we were. The thing is, like, even with the win, because Rutgers was passing regardless of the win.
Yeah.
And I thought we were just still doing good defense.
Mm-hmm.
We shut them out.
Yeah.
I think they scored
one time. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, I don't think they would have gotten 14 on us.
Yeah.
Honestly. We shut down the running back, which was like
I give
the
that
big
14 as like a
sure.
buffer space.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't gonna give him more than 14.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were I don't want to even say overhyping Rutgers.
They definitely are a solid team.
Especially in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in the Big Ten. They're a good team. But
they're definitely someone that you should never keep out.
Sleep on.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, and I can't remember if I said it on here. Maybe I was just saying, but I was like, I'm not overconfident because I don't think the ability of Rutgers is that bad. I just know what Nebraska can do. And I mean, the defense was good. Special teams was so bad. The penalties, they limited the penalties. It wasn't as bad as other games. And then, there's some stuff with, the passing game. But, of course, what they're saying, the win was a big factor. So,
and like,
the thing is, I think, especially with the AP poll, and I'm going to transition to that because I think Nebraska should be ranked now again.
24, 25 maybe ish.
I think upper 20, upper 20, at least in the top 25, because especially when you're looking at SMU 25, 24 is Michigan.
Yep.
Michigan should be
not
out.
be ranked.
They should be fucking
Fuck
out.
Michigan.
They lost to Texas, which I think
blowout win.
And I think with that you stay in the top 25.
Yes. But
not as high as they were, but top 25. And then they lose to an unranked team.
Yes.
You should be out. Nebraska lost. It was
to a ranked team, and we're automatically out.
We were 22 and they were 24.
Yeah.
We lost to them, close game.
Yeah.
And we're out, and we've been out since we've lost. To me, it's we should be above them.
Speaking of which, Iowa State's now 11, and I'm sitting there like,
for you guys.
I'm happy for them too.
I don't. Here's the thing.
I don't think we deserve 11.
You're benefiting from a very easy schedule to start.
Yes.
But it's going to get
minus Iowa. Yeah.
Harder from here.
Yes.
Iowa shit this year. Like, don't hang your hat on. That's what gave you the. That's the.
But I'm saying
Willy Wonka ticket to the factory of being ranked.
Yes.
But they're not like you can't. I don't want you guys to be at the end of the year like. At least we beat Iowa. Like, everyone beat Iowa, dog.
Yeah.
But,
so for Iowa State, like, I looked at there were some Facebook memes that I could not send in.
Sure.
But, like, there's, like, every team, what they think their rivals are. And Colorado thinks Nebraska's their rival. Nebraska thinks, I think it's Oklahoma is their biggest rival.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I mean...
well, like, that's also traditional from, from Big 12
that's what I was going to say, like, old school. Nowadays, I can't do that.
Yeah. But it's just like, we should not be ranked 11, but also we've been benefiting off of the fact that all these other teams have been losing.
Upset losses.
Yeah.
I think top 15 is pretty fair for you guys.
Yes.
Now, another thing
we definitely have to
pick is that Georgia is number 5, and I think Alabama is 7.
Yeah.
Like, those two teams, like, I get it.
Well, Alabama went from 1 to 7. Fair. Yes.
Georgia should still be behind them.
Yes.
Because they lost head-to-head to Alabama.
Honestly,
how the fuck are you going to say that Georgia is ranked a better school than them when they lost in a head-to-head game?
Well, maybe the AP poll is looking like, okay, when does Georgia play Vandy? Does Vandy still have it? Maybe that's what they're looking at. So I could maybe see 6 over 8.
The thing I would say keep Alabama 7, Georgia should be 8. They should be right behind them.
Yeah. And it's just like,
because they I mean,
like,
it was an upset loss. They shouldn't have lost that game. They did,
honestly,
though.
like, I'm with you on the Iowa State though too. It's just like we should definitely be
tied with Penn State, right?
Yeah, we're one of the 12 teams that are undefeated in the country.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, and Army and Navy is up there too. mind you.
BYU,
Yeah,
Army, Navy,
but also BYU has been playing phenomenal.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
but
it is one
talking,
game. One game I am scared for Iowa State to play against is BYU.
Yeah. That's later for you guys, right? That's that's like what 3-4 weeks.
It's
out?
after Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Well, let's not go that far. Let's talk about
Friday night.
So
night, Utah,
Friday,
Arizona State.
Utah, Arizona State. So Arizona State,
I mean,
has played well.
And they're both Big 10 matchup.
Big 12.
Sorry, fuck. Yeah, Big 12.
Yeah, correct yourself. But Utah, Arizona State, and like they were both in the Pac-12 just the last season.
Yeah.
So I'm like, another rivalry game almost. Like, is this going to be a Big 12 rivalry game that's going to consistently play every year?
ESPN's got Utah -4.
Yeah. So I'm going to lean more towards Utah on this one. But like, this is if Friday night, if you're not doing something with your family, if you're not doing something with your girlfriend,
if I'm being bold, I could definitely potential for maybe an upset.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm with you on that one.
Like, I don't want to say like, oh, Arizona
guaranteed upset. No, yeah,
I don't say all that, but
it's definitely going to be a game to watch on Friday when you got the time to watch it,
100%.
or like if you're free, watch the fucking Utah game. South Carolina, Alabama.
I think Alabama's gonna, I think they're gonna.
But also, I mean, like we said that last week too. So like, you never know now.
I think Clemson's gonna probably dog walk Wake Forest.
Yep. Missouri, Massachusetts.
Oh, come on.
Well, Missouri lost though last week.
Yeah, they lost, but I mean, do you think they're gonna lose again to 1-5 Massachusetts?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Like, ESPN has
brother,
you were -27.
You were talking about this weekend too. There's like, you understand why college football.
And I love college football now. I admit it. I talked a lot of smack on college football. I love it. But here's the thing. If I'm looking just being a fake analyst like I am, I can't imagine Missouri losing to Massachusetts, who is a hockey school. Like, I'm just gonna say that now. Which they said about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a baseball school. I get it. I'm sounding,
but like,
beating the same drum, but I just can't imagine. I think Missouri is going to have a bad taste in their mouth with this loss.
Yeah.
And I mean, the team that they beat, or that beat them, fuck, who was that? Fuck, it wasn't.
Here, let's just pull it up.
Don't fucking tell me. It wasn't Texas
Don't
A&M.
look then.
Was it Texas A&M?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And they beat them 41-10.
Yeah, they're ranked 25, and now they're higher right now. They did dog walk them. But here's come on. You're gonna tell.
Don't see
You're gonna sit here and tell me that you think Massachusetts is gonna upset Missouri again.
But also, again, it's college football.
It is college football, and
you never know anything.
Do you think? I think Oklahoma and Texas.
Solid game.
Is a solid game.
Solid game, because Oklahoma has had a lot of shit talked to them. This is their first season in the SEC. Like, they've had a lot of shit talked to them. They might be coming in trying to prove something. And like, Oklahoma's 4-1, Texas 5-0.
Archie Manning, dude.
Archie Manning's looking dangerous. He's going to the NFL in sophomore year.
Fuck your junior senior season.
Yeah.
Penn State, UCS.
Well, USC.
USC, sorry.
Fuck, who the fuck did they just beat?
They just lost. They had a ranking.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, we just talked about it. Who did they lose to?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Are we both drunk? No, you're drinking Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Minnesota. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Fucking Joe Biden close. Minnesota!
Tim Waltz.
Is that
Jim Waltz? Jim Waltz? I don't know. But, like, also, he's the governor from
Command Sergeant Major Waltz to you, buddy.
Hey, all right. Where's his coin?
I don't have his coin.
Where's his paperwork, huh? But yeah, fucking Penn State, USC. Also, other thing. Iowa State's up there with the top 12 of undefeated teams.
Okay.
And Penn State's one of them. I don't think Iowa State should be fucking...
Oh, okay. They're not tied with Penn State.
No, but it's just like...
God, who the fuck are they tied with? I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
When you scroll down.
Stanford, Notre Dame. I'd like to say Notre Dame, but also Notre Dame's been notoriously known to fucking shit the bed.
You think maybe with how Cal did last week, they maybe try to come in
over Pittsburgh?
Over Pitt?
Yeah, I could see it.
Take away that.
Yeah, I could see it. Take away that
0.
5-0.
Yeah.
Make Iowa State, one of the fewer teams at 5-0.
Mets are moving on.
The Mets are moving up.
Yeah.
Dude, all right. So
Francisco Lindor's grand slam delivers.
Before we move on to NFL, I want to talk about baseball.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah. And just remind me about the Mets. Purdue, Illinois. Illinois has been playing solid. Unfortunately, they've been playing solid.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I'm well aware.
Other than their one loss.
I'm
yeah.
well aware. Nebraska's well aware that Illinois
is
playing pretty well.
Now, BYU being ranked 14.
They're undefeated.
Honestly, I think it should be.
They're soaking themselves to death.
I honestly think it should be BYU 15, Iowa State 14. That is my honest.
Why don't we just whenever we're done with this, let's pull the AP poll and we re-rank it.
Okay.
We go
over
that before we do.
MLB.
Yeah.
So Mississippi State, Georgia. That's an easy.
Not.
Also, you have to give that 95% Georgia with that 5%, possibility of an upset.
So I'm gonna skip over Florida and Tennessee, dude.
Florida
Ohio State, Oregon, 2 versus 3. That's gonna be a crazy game.
Solid game to watch.
I'm so glad Nebraska's not playing this week because I would hate to kind of watch Nebraska.
Yeah.
When all these other games, it would be a game cast situation for me where I'd have the noise on Nebraska, but I'd definitely be
paying attention. Yeah.
All over the fucking screen. Yeah.
Ole Miss, LSU, solid game to watch.
I think LSU would probably.
Honestly, these last few games, Ohio State, Oregon, Ole Miss, LSU, Iowa State, West Virginia, K-State, Colorado, Boise State, Hawaii. Not so much, but Hawaii's kind of been surprising. They played solid.
Yeah.
They've just lost, unfortunately.
I think Boise State's still gonna fucking, especially they're gonna run right over them.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a solid game to watch, though.
Dude, it's fucking. We were talking about Hawaii too because we were talking about their game and someone was like, what elevation do they play at? And we're like, fucking sea level. What stupid ass question is that, dog?
Bro, they're an island. What do you mean?
Yeah, what? They're not playing on top of their volcanoes, dumb.
No, but so K-State playing in Colorado, elevation's a factor. Fuck, I've been in that elevation.
After Nebraska handed them their L, Colorado's been looking kind of good.
And Kansas State's been kind of looking ass. They just squeaked away with some wins. And
if you're looking at Big 12, which I don't know how much stock you put in that.
Yeah.
With Colorado, they're 2-0, and K-State 1-1.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. And so far,
the game that we're gonna watch probably after Iowa State.
So far, Coach Sanders has been undefeated against Big 12 teams. I mean, and that was from last season too. There's a chance.
Oh, no, I close this Saturday. God damn it.
Also, I'm very happy that we're basically having another family reunion on an Iowa State late night. Yeah. It's gonna be a late night Iowa State football game during a family reunion almost for. It's a funeral, but it's gonna damn near turn into a family reunion.
Yeah, which I mean,
celebration of life with the whole family. Yeah,
I was gonna say something at the beginning of the show with it. It didn't feel right to say anything
No,
about it. 'Cause I was gonna say hey, condolences to you and your family, kind of shit like that. But then I was just like,
it's
it's not my business to bring up.
No,
it's not like it affected the show that we were gone for 2 weeks or something like that.
It did affect my editing.
Sure.
Because I was gonna put all of our previous videos up last week, but then that just kind of affected everything.
Are we up to date? Have we posted any video? No. Are you just gonna do one mega episode?
It's gonna be 5 episodes in a row. They're gonna be one day. Yeah. That's my plan. Honestly, tonight I need to do some homework. Probably Thursday night I'm gonna do. Yeah. All right, so top 25.
And top 25. I think you should do ranking right there. Yeah. AP, yeah, right there.
All-state player playoff prediction? Ooh, hold up.
I'm assuming that's top.
No, this is the playoff prediction.
Oh,
yeah.
I would guess. Okay, I bet.
Hey, Iowa State's up there, 38%. I'm sorry, but Ohio State's up there. Yeah. Tulane's up there. Washington State, K-State. All right, okay.
I also got Army.
Damn, Army's up there.
We're gonna go to war. Last time Army did this, well, it was World War II, bro. We're gonna go to war.
I ain't in the loop anymore.
You're like, I'm not voting.
Let me hit up my boys. They probably know as much as I do.
Coach's poll.
Yeah, coach's poll. So
okay, here we go.
So top 25. Texas number 1.
Like
Ohio State.
I like the top 4. I like those.
Yep.
I wouldn't change those for a minute.
Georgia put behind Alabama.
I put Georgia behind Alabama.
So does that make Alabama 6 in Miami 5?
I would put Miami 5 because they're undefeated. And I would respect that.
And they're 6-0.
Yeah.
But there's also squeak by every single win though. Damn near.
And the thing is actually not saying that because fucking like Indiana is also 6-0, so I wouldn't put them any higher. You know, I would drop Miami lower.
Damn. All right.
I would drop Miami lower.
Would you put Ole Miss higher? And Iowa State higher then? I mean, like that's when you start hitting like the fucking
Notre Dame. That's because they're tied with.
Notre Dame's tied with. Oh, they're at 12. Never mind. They don't even have the number there.
No, so they're tied with 11. So technically, since they're both tied at 11.
Yeah. Okay.
One of them would be 12 technically.
Yeah. Oh, they're going off points right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense, kind of.
You know,
850. Yeah.
Michigan needs to get the fuck up out of there. That's for sure.
Oh, 100%.
SMU, you know,
I could see ranked higher.
You think SMU should be ranked higher?
Well, like, all right, so
to who though?
So honestly, the coaches poll is a little bit more realistic.
I like the coaches poll more. The only thing is, I would still move Georgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also like there's a lot of coaches that fear Georgia.
Yeah.
Just like there's also the name factor too.
Sure.
So like yes, I agree with you. I think the AP poll is a little bit more accurate compared to the coaches poll, but I get the fear factor of it too as a coach. You're like, oh fuck, we have to go against Georgia next week.
Yeah.
How are we going to prepare for this?
So the UCS like got some votes. So did Nebraska. Like we're both. Army is getting votes. Bro, get the fuck, dude. Someone voted for Colorado. If Colorado's ranked over Nebraska, I would have a fucking shitstorm, bro. Anywho's.
And see, like Nebraska's up there too, 68 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you take so like.
Honestly, the coaches poll is a little bit more realistic, almost damn near realistic. Yeah, like SMU's 25. Like,
who
yes.
SMU beat? Can I take a look at that?
So 29-24 over Nevada, 59-7 over Houston Christian.
Yeah, the Christian college.
Now, see, they played well against BYU. They beat TCU, which also a lot of teams have beat TCU.
Same with Florida State.
Louisville.
It's one of those things, you know.
Like, I see it. I see what they're going for.
Do you think, you know, do you think maybe after their bye, they maybe not have that number anymore? Here, talk about baseball.
Potentially.
Yeah.
All right, so the one thing I want to talk about baseball, the Mets early season, absolute dog shit.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Mets absolute dog shit early season, and now here they are in the playoffs. They get the fucking win over who was it?
Well, they just advanced. They just
no, I'm saying like before who they just played.
Oh, in the wild card?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the Brewers?
I might have been the Brewers, yeah.
I think it was. And then they just beat the Phillies.
So we'll pull up the playoffs. I thought it was going to be a bracket. playoff bracket. I'm stupid. All right, so in the American League,
Yeah, Mets Brewers.
so the Tigers beat the Astros
Phillies
5-2.
Phillies
Yeah.
had the bye and then lost it.
Royals beat the Oilers. Orioles.
I didn't say anything.
I know,
You
but
corrected
yeah.
yourself.
Royals won, and they're going up against the Yankees in the I honestly think the Royals have a chance.
Well, if you're looking at the game right now, the game's tied, the series is tied, but the Yankees are winning going into.
Yeah.
I would be very shocked to see the Yankees
Yeah.
lose to the Royals.
But the Royals did win Saturday night before the KC Chiefs game.
Yes.
No, on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just like they got a little bit of hype falling behind them
I
too.
think it was Monday. It was Monday night.
No, because the KC Royals played on Sunday. Chiefs played on Monday. Yeah.
Sorry, it was. I'm thinking of Dallas and fucking Pittsburgh played
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah, they played
On Sunday.
night.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the Mets have advanced over the Phillies.
So they're gonna either play the Dodgers or they're gonna play the Padres. So
Which
I'm
honestly,
assuming probably Dodgers.
San Diego leads though, 2-1.
Going in the game 4, fair enough.
Yeah, like
Detroit, I like Detroit winning. I like it when the city of Detroit does well.
Yeah,
You know, I think they've
me
been the
too.
butt of the joke for a while.
They have been.
So I think I like this for them.
And I don't have Verlander anymore.
That's
Who
the thing.
carried Detroit?
Well, they beat Verlander.
Yeah.
In fucking they advanced from the Astros.
Yeah. So I mean, like, playing against Cleveland baseball, they don't really care.
They won the game today too. So
yeah. But I mean, I can honestly like Mets, Padres. Honestly, I love to see the Dodgers lose.
I do too.
Especially all the people that they pulled this season.
Fucking Shohei.
Yeah, everybody. I love to see the Yankees lose.
Tom does not want to hear that.
Fuck Tom. I love to see the Yankees lose. I love to see the Royals win. Also because like I've been a Storm Chasers fan for a good deal. I've seen a lot of the Storm Chasers players go to the KC Royals.
Which I think the Storm Chasers are in their playoffs.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
And so like I mean, usually whenever the Storm Chasers play well, the Royals play well too. I mean like
most farm teams.
I love to see the Royals play pretty good this season. I love to see Royals Tigers play in the semifinals and Mets Padres.
So you want a Midwestern matchup versus coast to coast.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Because like I'm not a big fan of New York. I hate New York. Just like you, Detroit. I love whenever Detroit teams are playing well. Mets. I've talked a lot of shit on the Mets. There's been lots of memes about the Mets, except for like especially what's his face, fucking Burgers, dude, the fat dude. Yeah, I love those memes.
Oh, I can't stand those memes.
I love them.
I liked them at first, but then like it's just like I hate when they do the same fucking joke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get your point.
To NFL.
But I also love seeing the Padres or like the Dodgers lose, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So before we talk about the NFL and like I want to pull up our predictions and just kind of talk about our. So before we talk about the scores, we both picked the Bucks and they lost.
Close game.
Close game.
Close game.
We'll talk more in depth. Vikings won.
Not close.
Yeah. I had the Vikings.
Yeah, the Bears.
Sorry. I had the Bears. He had the Panthers.
Yeah.
Which honestly.
Andy Dalton didn't.
He didn't produce. We both had the Ravens. Both had a dub.
Close game.
We both picked the Pats.
They lost.
Yeah.
To the fucking not the Broncos. Maybe it was the Broncos. No, the Broncos beat the.
Here, let's just pull it up.
Yeah. Dolphins.
The
Oh, shit, yeah, the
Dolphins
Dolphins finally fucking
had a
strung
win.
together,
Yeah.
Fucking Tyreek didn't score me a touchdown, though, so.
Commanders beat the Browns.
Yeah.
I think we both picked the Colts, and they lost to the Jags.
Which,
surprising. We both picked the Raiders over the Broncos, which, respect the Bo Nix.
Well, fucking, they benched Gardner Minshew for O'Connell, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I picked the 49ers. Matt picked the Cards.
I just knew that was going to be close.
But it was a 24-23 game.
And I think the Cardinals came back and won it, but
they definitely did.
Yeah.
They scored 11 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how the fuck you score 11. Like, what is that? Like,
they had a safety, I believe.
Damn. All right. Respect. I chose Packers over Rams.
Close-ish game.
24-19, yeah.
Those things, I mean, we had, again, very similar to last week. We had
Yep.
the ball. We could have won.
So, I think we've been disrespecting the Giants game.
Dude.
They beat the Seahawks fucking, what was it? 29-20?
Yeah. Close game,
Yeah.
2-score game.
But, like, we've been disrespecting the Giants game so far.
Well,
Like, Giants have played competitive
Yeah.
for every single game.
Except for the first couple. Fucking Daniel Jones was like ass their first couple.
Yeah, like the first one or two, yeah.
We're only in like week 5, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's only week 5. That's what I'm saying, though. Is that like there's 17 games. There's 12 more to go.
But like the first, the start,
Yeah.
not looking great. Now,
And then we both had Steelers, and the Steelers had the chance for.
had it in the bag.
They had it in the bag. Cowboys scored, and they had a chance to get back into it with like 45 seconds left. Set the bag.
I think the Steelers are already starting to move towards Russell.
Yeah.
Which,
as much as I like.
Which I don't even mind. Like if they did kind of one of those weird things where they do 2 quarterbacks. You don't see that too often, but like,
especially in the NFL.
Yeah, mostly college thing, but like especially dude, I don't think they make the move to get Devontae.
Yeah.
I just don't imagine.
I wish they would.
I think they should have fucking got
Brandon Ayuk.
I think, especially with how Brandon Ayuk has been playing this year so far.
Yeah.
We get it, week 5. But as a fantasy, coach, I ain't thrilled to see the performances. I'm sorry, Mr. Steffen's not boring you. That you
No.
got on your cell phone?
I just had a bunch of text messages come through.
I'm just fucking you up. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, you're fucking me up?
You're fucking. Yeah, I'll get Connor over here, bro. We don't need to talk about that on the podcast. But I can get Connor over here.
He'd lose again.
I don't think he lost the first time.
He'd lose now.
He lost to the kettlebell.
Yeah.
Beat him. So.
Hey, if you would have not stopped me, I would have hooked him up. Yeah.
Dude, fucking. I've been pushing for time because we gotta cook, but then I realized it's just looking dark. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. But I know how you like to eat early. But,
yeah. Honestly, I've been drinking, so I'm fine with whatever time dinner comes out. Yeah.
But fucking.
So.
The time that you and me and fucking were roughhousing, and Tom was roughhousing too, and then you fucking like elbow me, and I started coughing, and then Tom did something.
Tom scratched me in the eye multiple times. This motherfucker never cuts his his fingernails.
And, oh my god, they're like in a shape. Like,
yes.
They're not like straight across like a man. It's
no.
like curved.
Yeah.
Like this.
And he scratches me in the eye more times than anybody else.
I've seen that look in you enough times that like I had to grab you.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like,
you witness it enough times where you're like, I need to stop him.
I didn't want to hear the other guy complain.
Yeah. I mean, like, he would have never complained because he would have been speaking out of a fucking tube, but,
Into week 6.
So the Saints lost to the Chiefs. We both picked the Saints. So
I mean, like, if Derek Carr didn't get injured and throw that pick,
yeah.
I mean, I think the Saints could have won. There's a lot of shit. I don't know. I guess.
So, like, for our predictions, we both took a massive hit on our losses.
It was just a crazy game. A lot of unexpected time turns and
like, honestly, as a football fan, not mad.
No, I'm mad.
I'm mad about the Steelers loss, but that's just a Steelers fan.
I mean,
It's probably the same for you with the Rams too. Like,
Rams
yeah,
loss is one of those things that like I don't expect Matt Stafford and Tutu Atwell and Connor Williams to
yeah.
just carry the offense, but that's what they're doing, and they're keeping it competitive.
And as soon as they get Puka and Cooper Kupp, oh my God,
It's projected to come back after this bye week.
yeah.
So.
And so like, I definitely see them coming back and being a much different team.
Yeah.
Once they get the receivers back in there.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But
That's
so
what I'm hoping for.
Our current records are 45-33 for me, 36-42 for Matt.
So, yeah,
we're damn near
yeah
opposites. Well, Matt, honestly, I'd like to put the same tattoo bet because, like, I think it's a pretty solid. Like, we get the MattCast logo, then get the dashes underneath for every time we lost. Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid continuation. Like, if we're gonna do this, get more professional. Maybe bringing more people along with it. Yeah,
100%. Competing with Barstool.
Yeah.
Having a conversation with Will Compton and Taylor
Dude,
Lewan.
honestly,
Yeah.
like the MattCast idea,
Mhm.
solid idea. We just need more. We just need more money. Yeah, we need to start a pyramid fund.
Pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Dude, imagine if. So like, this is something like this is my pipe dream. All right, like, imagine if the MattCast gets big. And like we're out there going to like Barstool and we're just like sitting like, I don't know, man. We're both friends. We just I'd call him while I was overseas, like, hey yo, this game though, right? And we'd be talking for hours. And that's how the MattCast kind of came about.
Overseas. You're over like 1 seat, homie.
Well, that's when we came up with the original idea, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, so I was overseas one time, and then that's when we came up with the idea. All right, so going into week 6 of the NFL, 49 Seahawks.
So to start, the 49ers have not been performing
like they should. Yeah.
Teams in their division. I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
Like like the one. So they're just missing Christian McCaffrey right now.
Yeah.
I think Trent Williams is back playing. Their defense is fucking like Fred Warner is killing
Yeah.
it. He's fucking.
And Joey Bosa.
I mean, so for me, Fred Warner is early conversation defensive player of the year.
Oh yeah.
In the NFC.
Yeah.
AFC would be TJ Watt, obviously.
TJ Watt fucking over 100 sacks in less than 100 games.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only won it once. Which
Yeah.
is fucking robbery.
No, he hasn't won Defensive Player of the Year once.
Oh, he should have won it last year, but they gave it to fucking
Vontae Burst. No. Fucking Bengals. Bengals player. No, or was it Browns?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck Myles Garrett. All right. All my homies hate Myles Garrett.
Mason Rudolph hates Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he really does.
So with that, and I mean the Seahawks are still playing competitive ball.
Yeah.
I think they've played a lot of easy teams to start.
As much as I want to pick the 49ers, I agree with you. Seahawks, yeah. And you get my true open self with me being drunk. So am I typing?
He's gonna pick away this. He's not gonna pick the Steelers this week.
Oh no, I'm still picking Steelers. Steelers all day. I bleed the black and gold. All right.
We bleed black.
Now, see, when it comes to, I didn't even pay attention to that video. That I fucking skipped over that shit. Now, see, when I say speaking truthfully, I'm gonna go Bears over Jags.
I'm also gonna go Bears over Jags. I don't know. They're finally starting to get like a chemistry, but I mean,
they definitely seem like it. As much shit we talked on them.
Let's not get crazy now.
I definitely talked a lot more shit.
I've talked shit. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm not saying.
But I'm saying on this podcast, we definitely talked a lot of shit on the Bears.
But I'm not gonna turn around and say that they're gonna start winning their division and shit like that.
But what I am saying is that The Bears are definitely getting into the stream of things, and Caleb Williams has only ever gotten better and better and better every single week.
For me, they're meeting my expectations currently.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
They have not been exceeding my expectations.
No.
Like the Commanders or...
The Commanders have definitely, and like the Commanders, Packers,
yeah, the Packers,
Vikings, Falcons.
The Vikings, yes, they're not. Yeah, the Vikings exceeding exceeding my expectations. Like the Commanders are exceeding my expectations, and I don't say
the Cardinals.
No, because
the Cardinals have definitely been exceeding my expectations.
For me, it's like, well, here let's just
yeah. But yeah, the Bears have been playing.
I want to talk about the Cardinals and the Packers, man, because that's an interesting game for me.
Honestly, I'm gonna lean Packers over Cards.
Here's the thing, man. The thing I chose versus the 49ers is I really thought that James Conner was going to do more damage, but he really didn't do a whole lot versus. Now, Kyle Williams was running, pretty well against the Packers. And I think Marvin Harrison Jr., is going to have a pretty good day, too.
I don't know about the Packers secondary, though. Like,
who's on that?
I can't remember their names, but so far they've been playing very good. Because, all right. Let's look at who the Packers have played so far.
The Rams. And, it's not like their secondary was winning in that
So they played against the Eagles, the Colts,
see, the
Titans, and Vikings, and they kept the Vikings
they're
close.
Beating either bums or they're beating fucking an injured team like the Rams. Like, you know what I mean? I think the Cardinals have a chance to win this game, and I'm gonna go Cardinals.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals definitely have a chance.
And I think you're gonna see the Cardinals. I think use a little bit more. I think they're gonna go. They're gonna give Zach Ertz. You're going to see Zach Ertz tutty.
I'd love to see Zach Ertz tutties.
And I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to get in there. I would want fucking James Conner, because he's on my fantasy, to get a touchdown.
So, I'd love to see Zach Ertz.
And fucking Kyler is being smart with his legs.
Dude, he definitely has. After that first week, Kyler Murray has played a lot better. But I'm also saying, with Jordan Love, he got that first game back. He threw 350 some odd yards.
His first game back, he threw 3 interceptions, and then he just did his second game back, because he played the week prior and he had 3 interceptions and they lost. Because we were talking about how they rushed him a little too soon.
Yeah. No, yeah. Last week he was his first game.
No,
yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You're drunk.
No,
it's not.
No, I guarantee it.
He played.
You know why? You know why I know? Because on fantasy, which we need to talk about before we finish up, Jaden Reed, the 2 games Jordan Love was not playing in, he scored 6 points at the most. But then the 2 games that Jordan Love was playing, he scored 31 and 24 points.
You're gonna look real foolish.
I'm going to look real foolish.
So week 4.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they? They play the Vikings. If it will load. Quarterback, Jordan Love, 3 interceptions. Week 4.
What are we, week 5?
Yes. No. Last week was week 5. We're going into week 6.
I stand corrected.
You're drunk. I'm not going to hold it against you.
I genuinely thought Jordan Love started playing last week.
You're good.
No, this is even before pre-drunk me.
We talked about it last week. Because we talked about how they rushed him back too soon.
Okay.
I'm giving you way too much of the benefit.
You definitely are. You definitely are. All right. I'm gonna go Colts over Titans.
Is Joe Flacco playing?
I sure hope so.
I want to go Colts too.
Colts. Texans Patriots. I'm gonna go Texans. Yeah. Honestly, ever since CJ Stroud started playing for the Texans, I've been going Texans.
Most of the time, yeah.
Pretty much since week 3 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both have. I'm gonna go Bucks over Saints.
I'm also going Bucks over Saints. Derek Carr's out, so they're having the rookie. What is his name?
Honestly, he looks pretty good though.
What was his name? God, I can't remember his fucking name.
I forgot his name too. That's how forgettable he is. But also, like, off the passes he made on those last couple drives,
Baker's been fucking dude. He either comeback player of the year for me or MVP candidate. Early, super early. Same thing with Sam Darnold. I put them in the same category. Well, okay, excuse me. Sam Darnold, my comeback player of the year and MVP candidate. Baker Mayfield's just my MVP candidate.
Also, I'm gonna put you in as Eagles over Browns.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay. That was an easy choice. Now this is a definite. I'm gonna go Ravens over Commanders.
I am gonna go Commanders over Ravens. I bet Bobby Wagner.
This is definitely gonna be a shootout.
100%.
100%. So like, I'm not even mad.
Whoa. When you say shootout, do you mean like passing TDs or just like TDs in general?
TDs in general.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Lamar Jackson ain't balling out like that. Right?
No, but there's gonna be Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, TDs all game, and there's gonna be Jaden Daniels, TDs all game. I don't even know who the Commanders running back is.
You do. It's Brandon Robinson. You got shot.
Oh, and Austin Eckler too. Yeah. But like, I mean, both teams' offenses are solid. Both teams' defenses
also
solid.
So
it is.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, I think their offenses outweigh each other's.
Is my front runner for fucking rookie of the year.
Oh, mine too.
Maybe
100%.
You could put Malik.
You could put
in there,
yeah,
and you could also
Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah,
conversation. But come on,
Jaden Daniels.
Hey, come on now.
Is outscoring all of them 100%
with his feet and with passes.
Yeah.
So
and like, honestly, as Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. just looking at everything, I would not be mad at where I'm placed.
I wouldn't be mad at where I was placed either.
No.
I was either one of the two of them. The thing that I like about this game, this is very much
A make or break game.
not what I was going to say. I was going to say old experienced team, young team. You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those.
Honestly,
Lamar,
I go for both.
Derek, kind of older school.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews.
Minus Austin Eckler for the Commanders.
Well, Austin Eckler, Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner.
Well, Scary Terry's only been in for like what, 2-3 years though.
I thought he's been in a little longer than that.
I think he's fairly new. But
yeah, I like
Yeah.
Okay, quarterback wise and running back wise, young versus
Yes.
experience.
Yeah.
So
definitely gonna be a game to watch though.
Yeah.
100%. Like when I'm on the road driving back hungover. Yeah. I'm gonna go
Chargers over.
I'm gonna go Broncos. Broncos have been surprising me. I'm gonna go Steelers over Raiders.
I'm also going Steelers over Raiders, especially since they took out Gardner Minshew and it's going to be O'Connell. I feel like your defense is going to win you this game. Per usual.
100%. Lions over Cowboys.
Yeah. Even if I didn't like the Cowboys, I was going to pick the Lions.
I fucking hate the fucking Cowboys. I'm gonna go Falcons.
Yeah.
Because Kirk will be dripping.
Yeah.
Be dripping. Nice push.
Thank you.
I really hope they pick that one.
They definitely saw my face.
I'm gonna go Giants. Honestly,
Bengals over. I think they're tired of losing. They're scoring points. Their defense and their special teams just needs to fucking pick up the slack. They're playing one phase of the game. You know what I mean?
Bills over Jets.
Yes, especially since they just fired their head coach, which we didn't even talk about.
Yeah.
And then
It's not even that big.
Chiefs, Dolphins, Vikings, all on a bye. Rams, Dolphins, Vikings.
Honestly, pretty solid picks all around.
Not too many that we're going head to head on this week.
No.
Um.
So talking about fantasy, before we close out. So for week 5, I ended up beating Amaran Doggin 132 to 113. Matt ended up losing by almost damn near a whole point.
Oh, man, if Derek
Carr literally played one more drive.
Here's the thing: if he played one more drive, if he even did, if he didn't throw that interception that cost me 2 points,
Yeah,
I would have won.
Yeah. Also, I just finished a whole bottle in well, shit, almost 3 hours. Auto Draft Dream Team, no surprise, beat Patty Mahomes. Nate ended up beating Connor 90 to 76.
You're not gonna do
2 girls, 1 cup. Did he draft him?
Did he draft him?
Coming for you beat Epstein's Flight Log 135 to 88. Blowout win. OJ was framed beat Tom Mama Kiss Your Kids Brady.
I hate his name. It always confuses me.
I always think it's Tom. I'm gonna kiss your kids on the.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna kiss kids on the mouth, Brady. I always say that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Ray Lewis kisses his kids on the mouth. He said it during his Hall of Fame speech. Yeah.
But yeah, 127 to 87, and so I know we said it last week, but this is definitely a game I'm fearing. I'm playing against Coming for You for this game.
Yeah, man, I beat him.
But he's also one of the highest scoring people in our league.
I beat him.
All right, there, Mr. Fucking what? 1 and fucking 4. I'm 5-0. All right. G-Man's team is beaten playing against Epstein Log.
Here's math of that. I be coming for you beats you.
You're better than me.
Best in the league.
So, like, what are you, South Alabama, saying like, oh yeah, we beat Vandy, so that means we're better than Alabama, right?
Rank number 1.
Auto Draft Dream Team is playing against OJ was framed. Tom Mama Kiss Kids Brady is playing against Did he draft him? Honestly, I see that as an easy win for Tom Mama Kiss Your Kids. Yeah. Did he draft him? Has not been playing well.
No, he's
Oh yeah. So glad I made that trade for Devontae Smith. Oh yeah, dude. I'm so glad I got rid of him. Devontae Smith for Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah. He hasn't really been playing well for you either, huh?
He played well for me last week. Yeah. 2 Girls 1 Cup is playing against Amrad Doggin. Honestly, this might be 2 Girls 1 Cup next loss. Honestly, Bojangle has been playing fairly well. I say that with a grain of salt. It's like he's had 3 games where he's played. He hasn't broken 90 points. On all the games he's broken over 100. He's just been heavily outscored by the other team, and I'm one of them. So it's just like I feel bad for him, but also I'm sitting there like, don't really feel bad for him. It's not 5-0.
Yeah.
You're playing against almost a guaranteed win.
Well, this is a bowl game between us. This is the battle of just 2 good-looking guys, and I think depending on how the game goes, whoever wins or loses, I might buy like a little thing and like
just for
I'll send it to him. If not, I'm buying it. Like look at Pat.
Yeah.
so graciously.
All right, so just because we were speaking about it, Amara Stevenson, he was predicted for 819. He scored me 1720. Yeah.
You don't want to wait for me to cook dinner?
No, I'm hungry.
Okay, we're wrapping up.
Also, who was it? Darnell Mooney is questionable right now for his knee. I'm damn near having to put in Tony Pollard or Alan Lazard. Yeah, I'm scared. Just because, But yeah, all right. We wrapped up everything. Holy shit, we have not done a long podcast like this in a while.
I was sitting there looking, I was like, we started, I think.
Yeah. We have not done this in a while, and I'm happy we did it. Yeah, it's been a good time. I mean, it's been a good break. I mean, ever since my old job. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, things are looking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I'd like to think once I fucking find the mouse. I'd like to thank all you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. This has been a wonderful time. I'm Matty Light, joined by my co-host, Matty Heavy. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Matt.
Bye. Oh, wait.